Hi, I'm Lauren.
I'm David.
This is our Wordle game project. And this is like our little introduction at the top here, just like welcoming you to our code, telling you how to first upload the list of words that we have provided, and then to run all the code blocks um, so then you can get all the code running. Um,
We spelled something wrong.
Don't mind that. Good thing we're not graded on our spelling.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
so, yeah, so then make sure when you start playing this game that you submit 5-letter words and that you are also submitting them in lowercase letters. And also just be aware that the O's is if you get a right letter, right location, Y is right letter, wrong location, and X is just a wrong letter altogether.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let you scroll.
Sweet. Okay. Here's our beautiful picture.
Yes.
And then right here is how you upload the files into it. So here it imports the file, and then here you upload it, and then from here you'll put in the name of the file. We have it python list.txt, but if you choose to change the file name for some reason, you can just change it or whatever. And then it will, right here, it'll pull it out. It'll pull out the /n that's in it from the txt, and then it will add it into this new list right here. And then if you want to check and make sure it's right, you can do this, and you can run this code if you want, but you don't have to.
Yeah, and then we first import random because we need to use that later on as one of the qualifications. And then we have our function here with our function called compare letters, and the L is the letters in the word. The T word is the correct word that is going to be submitted through the list, and the X is the placement of the letter. And here it goes through an if-else statement and whatnot, just like giving us those outputs that we'll later use, the O's, the Y's, and the X's, as you play the game. Also, yeah, we have like the new list in there, so we're importing the right list here that David talked about up here. And then also, it's randomizing that list here, so then it goes in, it just picks a random word from that list.
Yep. And then here it just tells the computer that you start on 1 try instead of 0 tries, and that just goes in later in the code. And then we run a while loop that is true. And first off, it'll start by asking you a 5-letter word. So you'll enter in a 5-letter word, like Lauren said earlier at the top. You have to do it has to be 5 letters and all lowercase. And then here we've got an if statement that is if you do it successfully. So if you guess it successfully, it'll tell you great job, you did it, and it took you this many tries to get it, which is 1 if you do it right the first time. And then the code will break and it will stop. And then if it's an else, here we use the function, the compared letters function. Or well, first it'll tell you try again. You spelled this word and you have this many tries left. Since there's out of 6 tries, it'll start by saying you have 5 tries left. And then here we use the compared letters function. The code will add another try for later for the next one so that it starts moving its way down. And then here it uses the compared letters function, and then you enter in the word and then the first string, so the first letter, and then the R word is the word that it chose from the random list, and then the 0 is the placement, yeah. Like we explained earlier.
Yeah. Then it just like prints it. No, you're good. And then it just like prints it out here in a line so that it's easy to read as the person who's playing the game. It's easy to see your X's, O's, and Y's all on the same line, 5 of them right there. And it lets you know what to guess or helps you guess for the next turn. And yeah, we just have it so you only have 6 tries. It's set to 7, but when you play it, you only have 6. And yeah, and then it prints out.
Yeah, it'll tell you what the right word was, and then it'll print out what the right word was, and then it'll break the code, and so it stops. So you have to play it one more time.
Yeah, and then to show where we have numeric and string variables, do you want to point two of those out?
So sure, the string
And-
variables, word is a string variable from the input. The numeric variables, we have right here. Oh yeah, the tries. Sorry.
Yeah, the tries is a numeric variable, and then we have comments in green throughout the code that you could read as you play. And then we'll run through it once, making random guesses, just so that you can see that it works.
Yeah. Run anyway. So 5-letter word could be
Apple.
apple.
We're just gonna guess
Oh.
really fast.
Wow.
So
So it looks like all of the letters were in it, and the last one ends with E. So another 5-letter word is train. Obviously, that is not have an E at the end, but as you can see, it starts counting
it
down.
does. Yeah.
How about
Black.
black? Oh, right. Black. Oh, looks like it wasn't black. Maybe it was bacon. Oh, darn. Looks like it wasn't bacon. Maybe it's cannon. That's not how you spell. Oh, darn. Looks like it wasn't cannon.
Green.
Green.
And so there you go.
Darn.
We started with 6 tries, and we used them all up, and it told us that you ran out of attempts, and the word was place. So
Dang. I suck.
yeah, you should try better. So there's the whole code. Hopefully this is sufficient, and yeah, thanks for watching.
Amen.